Celebrity Everyday 26.
A guide to all the Super Bowl parties and celebrity events in New Orleans. The countdown to Super Bowl 59 is on. The parties and events leading up to the big game on February 9th are just as star-studded as the football game itself. And this year, the host city of New Orleans is poised to bring the celebratory scene. The top AFC and NFC championship teams will go head-to-head at Caesars Superdome, marking the 8th time the venue will host a Super Bowl and the 11th time the city will host overall. Worth noting, Caesars Superdome holds the record for the stadium to put on the most Super Bowls. More than 125,000 people are estimated to head to NOLA for the game, but the party-going crowd is nothing new for the famed Louisiana city, which also welcomes nearly 1.5 million visitors annually to take part in its Mardi Gras festivities. In fact, many Super Bowl celebrations taking place this year will celebrate the flair of New Orleans and its rich culture shaped by its distinctive traditions, festivals, and food. Plus, some of the biggest names in music and the city's finest local acts are slated to perform throughout the weekend. The New Orleans Super Bowl Host Committee, in partnership with the NFL, will lead the efforts in planning and executing a memorable football weekend filled with fan experiences and events, beginning with Super Bowl opening night and culminating with a parade in the French Quarter. In addition to the new and returning parties, like Shaq's Funhouse, Guy Fieri's Flavor Down Tailgate, and Fred Minnick Live, the week ahead of the Super Bowl will host the 2025 NFL Honors, the annual primetime awards that celebrates those who shaped the game both on and off the field. Now, read on for all the parties and events taking place at Super Bowl 2025 in New Orleans. The 6th Annual Sports Power Brunch. The 6th Annual Sports Power Brunch, celebrating the most powerful women in sports, presented by ESPN Films, will get the sports-filled week started in New Orleans on February 5th. The prestigious ceremony will honor distinguished women in sports and their extraordinary contributions to the game. Who's expected at the 6th Annual Sports Power Brunch? Acclaimed sports broadcaster Taylor Rooks will return to host the 6th Annual Sports Power Brunch. Former WNBA star Swin Cash, USWNT champ Ollie Krieger, Chief Football Administrative Officer of the NFL Donna Ponte, and more will be honored at the ceremony. When is the 6th Annual Sports Power Brunch? The 6th Annual Sports Power Brunch will take place on Wednesday, February 5th, 2025. It will be held in New Orleans. Exclusive SiriusXM and Pandora concert. Chris Stapleton performs on stage during the 65th Grammy Awards at Crypto.com Arena on February 5th, 2023. Chris Stapleton. Kevin Winter/Getty. Grammy winner Chris Stapleton is headlining an exclusive concert to kick off the sports and music-filled weekend on February 6th. The show, which is open to SiriusXM subscribers and Pandora listeners, will include songs all across Stapleton's acclaimed catalog, including his latest album Higher. Who's performing at the SiriusXM and Pandora Concert 2025? Chris Stapleton will headline the SiriusXM and Pandora Concert during Big Game Weekend. When is the SiriusXM and Pandora Concert 2025? The SiriusXM and Pandora Concert will take place on Thursday, February 6th at 7:30 p.m. Central Time, and it will be held at the iconic venue, the Fillmore in New Orleans. I can't make it to the show in person? The country musician's entire set will air in full on SiriusXM's Chris Stapleton Radio, CH63. GQ Bowl. Travis Scott and Will Welch. Travis Scott and Will Welch at GQ Sports Super Bowl Party 2024 in Las Vegas. Philip Faraoni/Getty. GQ is hosting the first-ever GQ Bowl, complete with a live-stream red carpet and runway event taking place in New Orleans before the biggest night in football. GQ and Emily Adams Bode Aujla will debut the Spring 2025 Bode Rec collection, featuring men's and women's looks worn by models, athletes, and notable friends of the brands. Who's attending GQ Bowl? Will Welch, Global Editorial Director of GQ, and Emily Adams Bode Aujla will attend GQ Bowl, in addition to a slew of star-studded talent that has yet to be announced. Last year, GQ Sports Super Bowl Party attracted A-listers like Odell Beckham Jr., Stephon Diggs, Damar Hamlin, Travis Scott, and more. When is GQ Bowl? GQ Bowl will take place on Friday, February 7th, 2025, and be held at Hotel Peter and Paul in New Orleans. The event will also be live-streamed on GQ's YouTube channel. FanDuel Party powered by Spotify. Matt Skiba, Mark Hoppus, and Travis Barker of Blink-182 attends the iHeartRadio Altea EGO. Megan Thee Stallion attends the 2024 Planned Parenthood of Greater New York Gala. Anderson .Paak attends the 2024 GQ Men of the Year Party. Blink-182, Megan Thee Stallion, Anderson .Paak. Tommaso Body / Wire Image, Dia di Pasipil / Getty. Axel / Bauer Griffin / Film Magic. FanDuel, the premier online gaming company, is throwing its 4th annual Super Bowl party in an epic way by teaming up with Spotify. Naturally, the invite-only bash on February 7th has a stacked musical lineup. Who's performing at the FanDuel Party powered by Spotify 2025? Blink-182, Megan Thee Stallion, and DJ Pete, aka Anderson .Paak, are headlining the FanDuel Party powered by Spotify, bringing a mix of punk rock, rap, and electronic beats to set the vibe of the evening. Performances will be powered by in-house music agency Spotify, AUX. The exclusive event's blue carpet will also unite notable names from across sports and entertainment just 2 days before the Super Bowl. In 2024, Calvin Harris and Kid Cudi headlined the event ahead of Super Bowl 54 at Fontainebleau, Las Vegas. When is the FanDuel Party powered by Spotify 2025? The FanDuel Party powered by Spotify will take place on Friday, February 7th in New Orleans. Location will be announced in the coming weeks. The One Party by Uber Maxim Big Game Party, Saints and Sinners, presented by Uncommon Events, is throwing an epic celebration of music, football, and more during Big Game Weekend. Expect world-class entertainment and hospitality featuring performers from A-list talent to make for an unforgettable experience. The event is limited to 2,500 guests, and tickets, sold on here, are anticipated to sell out fast. Who's performing at Maxim Saints and Sinners? Maxim Saints and Sinners will feature performances by Loud Luxury, Timbaland, Plastic Funk, Le'Veon Bell, and DJ Uncommon. When is Maxim Saints and Sinner? Maxim Saints and Sinners will take place on Saturday, February 8th from 9 p.m. to 4 a.m. Central Time at Generations Hall in New Orleans. Guy Fieri's Flavortown Tailgate. Guy Fieri Flavortown Tailgate. Guy Fieri Flavortown Tailgate. Courtesy medium rare. When you think Super Bowl, many think food. And when you think food, most think Guy Fieri. Good news for sports fans who double as foodies, because the Food Network star is reviving his annual Flavortown Tailgate, which holds the record for the world's largest tailgate.
Celebrity Every Day 26.